I know. I definitely think, I don't know why, this right here is one of my favorite songs. Hello, hi Alan. Trying to see if you guys can see. I'm doing good. Happy you got to catch my Oh my god, hi Alan! I was talking to myself. I was like, hey, how are you? How's the LA fires? I'm pretty sure you have more news than I do. I have 2 minutes and then I have to get off. But since you're here, I'll do the 2 minutes I was already gonna get off, but you got on, so I'll stay for you. I'm good, right? No, I'm not muted anymore. So what music do you listen to? I wonder who else is on here. Hello. It's crazy how this doesn't. I know, I have to go. I mean, I could drive and go on live while I'm driving if you're gonna be on it. If not, then I won't do it. All right, Alan, I am headed out. What do you say about me going live if I drive home? Is that a yes or is that a no? Oh, what's that? Oh my god, I love Paul Wall. And I'm so happy for him because he's doing actually really, really good. Huh. Alrighty, let's go. Let's drive. Alright, so give me 2 seconds. Let me close up shop and call it a day. Fucking R. Fucking R. How do I stop this thing for now? Let me see. Boop, boop. Oh, shit. I have no idea what this thing does. Alright, give me a second. He is, isn't he not cool? And what about your friend? One moment. Let me get it to the car and we'll continue this conversation. I'm still here. Give me 1 second, okay? Alan, I might lose you because when I leave, the connection gets really wonky. I'm leaving work right now. I'm literally always the last person to leave. Scary AF. But I love Paul Wall. Paul Wall is the bomb. Ay, Dios mío. There we go. Why is that so zoomed? Oh, Lord. Yeah, I closed, but it's fine. It is what it is. I have a job. I don't know why today, like, all the American news has had me on a tangent. I might lose you in a little bit, but if I do, no worries. Like, the news in America, bro, like, it's fucking disgusting. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, thank you. I know. I love it. I stole it from my mother. It's so nice. I lost you there. Just shit show. I feel like America has, America was the best country in the whole wide world, and now it's just shameful. Like, oh, the good news is they finally passed a law that I know, okay, I am not a conspiracy theorist person, but after I turned 30, a lot of conspiracy theories are not conspiracy theories. Does that make sense? Do you agree with me? And if you don't, that's totally fine. If you don't, no big deal. But oh shit. But they finally were able to, in 2027, it's gonna be official. Let me charge my phone. They will no longer have, or it will no longer be legal to have red food dye in your food. Only for, because we're supposed to be this great country, dude. And yeah, like, okay, not to get too personal, but getting personal. I had a business account. Chase closed it. Why did they close it? Because it was linked to my YouTube Premium. I pay for YouTube Premium. I don't pay for cable. I use Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and YouTube Premium. That is cheaper than getting cable. It really is. And let's be honest, everybody, thank God, has internet at the touch of their fingertips, right? Wonderful. They closed my account because I had no idea it was in the negative. Never called me, never texted me anything, closed it. And I'm like, 2 days ago they closed it. I found out because I went to log in today to transfer money into that bank account. I always transfer money on Thursdays or Fridays, you know, to my business account for things like that. And yeah, they closed it. Shit show. Like little things like that. The customer service here in America sucks. Nobody wants to work. We're all overwhelmed. I feel like everyone's on survival mode. Like, how can you be the best version of yourself when you can't even afford to get a vacation? You know how Trump says, make America great again? How, bitch? How? I feel like he's all full of shit. What he wants to do by raising taxes, he's just going to raise demands. It's on my Instagram, literally. I posted a video on Instagram about it. This girl, and it's not even about politics because I really don't give a fuck if you're Republican or Democrat. My boyfriend's Republican. I'm a Democrat. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, those are just words that the government uses to divide us people and separate us. But yeah, it sucks. It sucks. You know, I'm not saying that in the 1950s were wonderful, but I am saying that people used to be able to have a good job, and a father used to be able to pay for his 2 kids and his wife and keep all the bills and go on vacation at least once a year. That's the fucking American dream. You know, being able to afford your home, being able to afford healthcare. Now, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to buy a home with these prices. I refuse to pay $500,000 fucking dollars for a shitty ass house built in 1954 that has 3 tiny little bedrooms. Does that make sense? So that's where I'm at right now. Like, my mother came to this country. I'm, you know, the daughter of an immigrant. She busted her ass in this country for so many years, thinking this country was amazing. And I'm 31, 32. I'm the same age that she was when she picked up everything and left. And I'm seriously thinking about picking shit up and leaving. Because I'm just so burnt. And it's just not me. All my millennial friends, we're all burnt. Give me 1 second. Hold on. There's a lot of traffic. Yeah, really? This is strange. They didn't call me any warning. And I have proof. It was so stupid. Now I have to go to a different bank. I'm gonna go to a credit union. I have Chase Bank. I'm not doing Chase anymore. Like, I am gonna keep my personal account with Chase just because it's harder for me to change my personal account, and I have Xfinity going out of there automatically, and all my water bill, my electric bill, everything comes out of my bank automatically when it's due. So instead of, you know, changing my whole personal bank, and I told the guy, like, listen, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be a bitch, but it has nothing to do with you personally. It has a lot to do with the way that your company runs things. How dare you guys not call me? How dare you guys not shoot me a text? How dare you guys not shoot me an email and let me know this was happening? He tells me that, yes, they do call us. And I ask him, I have access. I had 2 phone numbers on there. And I'm like, okay, I have access to my bill. Did you guys really call me? Because if I missed a call from Chase, I would have answered it. Especially if you guys leave me a voicemail. So I asked him, I told him, what's the number? Simple question. What is the number that you guys called me from? And he says, oh, we don't know. It's an automatic phone thing. I can give you the numbers to call us, but I don't know what number we called you from. He said that a lot of times what happens is you get a call and it says scam likely. What? So my bank, my American bank called me from a number that says scam likely. That most likely I probably didn't answer, but you can't even tell me that number because you don't know. Oh my God, see? Yeah, and you know, Philippine women love American men. You know, they'll be on you like white on rice. They'll be like, hi. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Big white man, so sexy. Oh my God, is that racist? Let me stop. No. Sorry, but yeah, no, I agree. I mean, the best thing would be to get a remote job. My friends did that. My friends lived in Florida for 2 years. They went back home to Ohio. They're originally from Ohio. They fucking hated it, you know. And they ended up one of them got a remote job. One of them. They're a couple. One of them got a remote job, gets $13 an hour. $13 an hour. Here, that would be like a part-time side job. $13 an hour. And they live great in Mexico. They have a beautiful apartment that they rent. Like, I think it's like $200 a month or $100 a month or something like that. And they're chilling. Yeah, but you know what? Also Google like the bad stuff about the Philippines because they lived in Thailand. It's so crazy. They lived in Thailand. They were both working when they lived in Thailand. They had a townhome for like $200. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a pool, a fucking pool. Sorry, emergency people. And they paid dirt cheap. And they came back here to Ohio. They hated it. No, they came to Florida. Then they went back to Ohio. And then they went to Mexico because they're like, fuck this shit. Just like Google and do your stuff too on it being like the bad stuff. Does that make sense? Like, or like there's YouTube groups. There's a lot of, because they did that, and I'm talking from their experience. What they did was they would go online. I don't know if you have Facebook or not, but they would go on Facebook and sign up for groups of like Americans that lived, expats. I think they're called expats or something, of Americans that lived in Thailand and live in Mexico. And they have like a nice little community where they're like help each other. Oh, like for example, in Thailand, they were in Thailand when COVID hit. And that group was basically the best group that they were in because they didn't have to call the embassy or anything. They told them, you know, your passport is good for 6 months. You have to go here in person, and then you make an appointment. And once you go here in person, after you make this appointment, they'll extend it because of like, it's a really good, what the fuck is that? It's a really good source of information. Hi, you're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, dude, do your research. I feel like the older the fuck was that? The older we get, the more I feel like everyone wants a better quality of life. Can you imagine living in America and you're 55 years old and you have nothing to show for it? Because that's how I feel. I feel like I'm 31 years old and I have nothing to show for it. And I'm not a lazy person. I've worked my ass off my whole entire life since I'm 14 years old. I've had a full-time job. I make too much money to get on food stamps. And thankfully things have been okay. But like a couple years ago, I was like, do I pay my water bill or do I get groceries for the week? Which one is more important? And it's so insane. I don't know. I don't think Mexico. One thing I have about me is that fact that I speak fluent Spanish, and that's extremely helpful. And low-key, I'm scared. Like, I wouldn't want to live in Mexico. Maybe Colombia? Colombia, problem with Colombia, I have a couple friends. I have friends that own... I have a friend who purchased an apartment in Colombia and doesn't own a home here. Because their apartment in Colombia was $32,000. They already paid it off. It's literally the price of a luxury vehicle, and they're gonna move to Colombia and retire there. That's their plan. Because fuck here. You know what I mean? That would be beautiful. Portugal, oh my god, beautiful, but I don't want to like have to learn Portuguese. I probably would cut it. I definitely Italy, gorge. Italy, gorge. But not like in the city, Rome or anything like that. Like actual, like where normal Italians live, not like a super high, you know. But yeah, something just different, something where I can work 40 hours a week and be able to afford life and go on vacation twice a year. Going on vacation twice a year, I don't think I'm asking for too much. Does that make sense? Colombia's nice, but I feel like it's getting really expensive, and there's a lot of scams going around. You gotta be like hyper vigilant. And it makes me feel bad too, you know, because we're leaving our country to go to another country where we can live affordably, but then these people that live in the country, like people that live in the Philippines, they're all poor. They can't really afford life. People in Colombia are all poor. They really can't afford life. So yeah, it's a catch-22. Definitely do your research, unless you're gonna be like, I don't even know. I think Italy will be expensive, but I also think people pay a better wage there, and at least the food is better. But listen, Alan, thank you so much for keeping me company, babe. You're amazing. You're awesome. Love you. I have to let you go. I've gotten to my destination. But thank you. You're the best. Hearts. Love y'all. Thank you for the support. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, I also have an Instagram if you want to follow me, but I literally post the same content on my Instagram than my YouTube. Okay, adios. Have a good night. Bye. Trying to see if you respond, but I gotta go. All right, honey. Bye.